Hi guys, in this video we are going to look at how you can set up your calendar node inside N8N. We're going to do this in a few simple steps, so let's get started. The first thing that I'm doing is to bring the calendar node right here. So I'm just going to search for it. So this is the node that I'm looking for. I'm just going to select anything under the actions. What we want is we have this page. We want to create a new credential. So I'm going to click here and click on create new credential. There are two things that we need. The first one is the client ID and the second one is the client secret. To get those, we need to head over to console.cloud.google.com. And right here, you may have a project selected, but if you don't have a project selected, you can go right here and create a new project. I'm going to call this calendar N8N, but you can call it anything. I'm going to go ahead and create it. After creating, you are going to see that there is an option to select this project. I'm going to do that. After you've selected this project, you can go right here and go under APIs and services. Just make sure your project is selected right here. The first thing that we need to do is to create an auth screen, an auth consent screen. If you're getting started for the first time, then you have this button, get started. Just go ahead and click it. And right here, we need to provide the name of the project. You're going to add the supporting email. Click next. Under audience, just click external. But if you want this to be used within your Google Workspace, then you can click internal. I'm going to click next. Add an email address. Click next. Agree and finish. Click continue. Click create. And that's it. After doing that, we're going to create the OAuth client. And you can do this in two ways. The first one, or the first method, is you can go under clients and create it from there. But in this case, I'm just going to create it from here. So there is create OAuth client here. You're going to select the application type. Let's put it as web application. Provide the name here as well. And you can add the authorized JavaScript origin, which can just be the root of your URL. And I'm going to add it here. And another thing that we need to add is authorized redirect URLs. So we're going to add this. We can get that from here. So if I come back to the node, I can copy this, bring it here, and paste it. Right, that's it. So I'm going to go ahead and click create. And after doing that, I'm going to be given the client ID as well as the client secret. I'm going to go ahead and copy the client ID here, paste it here, and I'll go back. There is no client secret here, but I'm going to show you how you can get the client secret. So I'm going to click OK. So this is the client ID that we've created. And here is the client secret. So I'm just going to copy it from here. If you didn't find the client ID or you missed the client ID, you can also copy it from here. So I'm going to copy here and go back and paste it right here. So after doing that, we're going to sign in with Google. But before you do that, you need to come back here and go under audience. You can do two things. You can either add a test user or you can publish the application, and that will make it available to any Gmail address. But if you just want to use selected Gmail addresses, then you can just add as a test user. I'm just going to publish this, confirm, and then I can go back here and click on sign in with Google. This is going to pop up. I'm going to select the email I want. you see, since we published it, it says Google hasn't verified this app, but this is okay. I'm going to click on advanced and then go to DeFi codes. Here, I'm going to select everything. These are, you can see these are scopes, calendar scopes, view, edit, and whatsoever. I'm just going to click on continue. And this is successful. And just to see that this is successful, we can close this, go back here, and right here you can see that let's try to, all right, so if I go here, you see that I'm getting a 403, and the reason I'm getting that is because I haven't added the calendar application. So to do that, I'm going to head back here and go to APIs and services, add the API and services. We are going to add the calendar API and click on enable. All right, and that's that. So I'm going to go back here and go under credentials. I'm going to edit it, and what I want to do is to sign in again. So it has all the permissions that it needs. So I'm going to do this again, advanced, and all right. So once I've done that, I'm going to close this and let's see. And now you can see that I'm getting all the events that I have within my calendar. So this is how you set it up. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. But otherwise, have a great time.